Is this not an amazing group of speakers? It's just truly amazing. And what a treat we have for you next. Nicolle Martin is an attorney. She's a defender of religious freedom. She was the initial defender of Jack Phillips with the Masterpiece Cakeshop. What a hero, Nicolle Martin.
Good afternoon. It is an honor and a privilege to be here today to talk to you about the collision of faith with the state. I have seen the fallout of this collision in my pro bono work defending life, marriage, and the family over the last 7 years. For me, the catalyst in my fight for religious liberty was the passage of the Affordable Care Act. I felt called to stand against the most egregious assault on religious freedom that I had ever seen. But folks, the government was just getting started. I want to share with you an example of the attacks on religious liberty and conscience carried out in the relentless pursuit of so-called tolerance, diversity, love, and choice. I had the honor of representing a cake designer named Jack Phillip, who was prosecuted by the Colorado Civil Rights Commission for allegedly violating the state's public accommodation law, not once, but twice, when he declined to design a custom wedding cake for a gay couple and later a trans person's transition anniversary cake. The wrath of the gay rights industry fell upon him and waged on for nearly 7 years at the cost of well over $1 million in attorney's fees. Colorado sought to punish Jack and destroy his business because he dared to hold a view of marriage the state didn't like. Indeed, the state refused to prosecute 3 other cake artists who declined to create biblical messages that were critical of same-sex marriage while Jack's case was pending before them. The First Amendment is supposed to shield all of us from a government that would seek to punish its citizens solely because they hold a different view of marriage. But what we learned over the last 7.5 years is that the state of Colorado is only interested in shielding those who have the right views about marriage and family. This is blatant religious discrimination. But it got worse. After the Colorado Civil Rights Commission found against Jack, commission members in this capital, in this state, compared Jack's religious beliefs to those of slaveholders and Nazis, calling his religious beliefs, quote, despicable rhetoric, revealing themselves as hateful and bigoted arbiters, and rather than the neutral decision makers they were called to be. But we won an incredible victory at the U.S. Supreme Court in June of 2017. In a 7-2 decision, the court found that the state of Colorado discriminated against Jack Phillip on the basis of religion. The very body charged with enforcing the state's civil rights laws were violating Jack's rights. Do you think the commission reformed itself after this rebuke? No, in fact, they doubled down just a few weeks later. Commissioners Rita Lewis and Carol Fabrizio went on the record during a commission meeting in support of those bigoted comments, saying they were, quote, proud of those comments and they were the right thing to say about Jack Phillips. Ultimately, this bigotry led the Colorado Rights Commission to seek dismissal of the transgendered case against Jack. The reality of this battle, ladies and gentlemen, whether it's played out in civil rights commissions, here at the state legislature, the media, and the culture is astonishing. The rights of those opposed to gay marriage, abortion, and transgendered locker rooms in our schools must yield to the LGBT rights. If you dare to question the holy trinity of liberalism, gay marriage, abortion, transgenderism, with or without state prosecution in a human rights tribunal, there will be a reckoning for those who provoke the LGBT industry. Just ask Chick-fil-A, ask Phil Roberts, Ask Martina Navratilova. Ask the teenage girls and their mother and an elderly grandmother praying at a Planned Parenthood in Philly. So I'm going to ask you if you're ready to fight for your rights in the state of Colorado. God bless each and every one of you, and never, ever, ever give up.